All right, shalom, 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 shalom. Once again, you're not under the sounds of the voice of Kahan Tazadaq, and this is Yahweh's work. All right, shalom, 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 shalom. Once again, you're not under the sounds of the voice of Kahan. All right, first and foremost, I want to welcome you all to come out to the next up-and-coming, what's going on, Kim McGuire? The next and up-and-coming webinar, which is actually going to be this weekend. I will highly suggest that you all tune into this particular webinar. It's going to take place Saturday, March the 13th, and Sunday, March the 14th, from 12 noon to 6 p.m. The webinar is entitled Attracting Wealth and Prosperity. #Tazadaq's Creditor Moves. Commercial Warfare Webinar. Again, we're going to be reading from the book Commercial Warfare. We're going to continue on through that book. We had a very, very fulfilling, resourceful weekend this past weekend. And to attend the webinar, you could just go ahead and click the link below this video. And I'm actually going to post the registration link in the room right now. Now, the reason many of you are not successful is because I bring you this information and you're not receiving it as you should. You're not receiving it. You're not doing the things that's really suggested that you want to be successful. Give me a second here. So, I mean, this is the reason many of you claim to want to be successful, but you really don't want it bad enough. So if you truly want to change this is so redundant. I keep repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again. And only a small fraction, remember what I said about 95 people in every 100 are failures. And it continues to be that way. And people not doing their due diligence and attending these webinars, listen, man, the stuff that I facilitate to you essentially altered my life for the better. I am 20 times better off than I was 5 years ago. I am 20 times better off when I was working in the system. I have a degree in computer science. I am 20 times better off right now working for myself. I have the liberty. I don't have someone looking over my shoulder. I don't have that anxiety about worrying about, oh man, what if I'm a couple minutes late? Am I going to get a tardy? Will they write me up? I don't have those sort of problems to worry about. So be certain to register for this webinar now, Attracting Wealth and Prosperity. #Tazadaq's Creditor Moves. Commercial Warfare webinar is going to take place this weekend from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Click the link in the room or click the link below this video right now. The book of Galatians 6 verse 7, right? It says, be not deceived. Yahweh, that you call God, is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. In layman's term, folks, that means if all you plant in your mind is negative seed thoughts, the only thing going to bring forth is negativity, is failure. Is if I had done this, if I had done that, I could have, I should have. And you will never be successful. You will never be great. If all you do is affiliate with losers, people that have a losing mentality, and they're consistently reinforcing into your thought process, into your mental faculty that, hey, you can't do that, man. It's too difficult for you. Guess what? You're going to reap what you sow. It is going to be too difficult for you. Napoleon Hill, right? The author of Think and Grow Rich. A lot of people read that book. Some become successful, others, they don't listen to it. Just like Kahan Tazadaq. Kahan Tazadaq and agreed, man, I give you everything that you need to be successful. But most of you really don't hear it. Napoleon Hill, he said, and I quote, "No man is free until he learns to do his own thinking and gains courage to act in his own personal initiative." No man is free until he learns to do this. You got to learn to do his own thinking. So Kahan Tazadaq says, I don't teach you what to think. I teach you how to think so that you would become capable of thinking for yourselves. There's a universal law, because it's universe the system. It's universe Ha-Shaitan and its agents. So there's a universal law of attraction. What do you think of when you hear the word attract, Chanel? What do you think of? What do you think of when you hear the word attract, Ken McGuire? What would it feel to be able to attract whatever you will like into your life? What would that feel like? It's possible. It's possible, Chanel. It's possible, Ken. You could come to depend on the universal law of attraction, just as you have actually come to depend on the physical law of gravity. What's forcing this bottle? If I let this bottle go, Tazadaq didn't drop the bottle. Tazadaq didn't throw it down. Gravity did that. Gravity forced this bottle to the floor. You understand what I'm talking about? That's a physical law. It doesn't change. That's gravity. Hey, Shalom, Elder Marty. That's gravity. Gravity just did that. And so it is with your mind. There's a law. There's a universal law of attraction, just as you've actually come to depend on the universal law of gravity. See, you may have heard, some of you heard these things on YouTube, yeah, law of attraction, so on and so forth. You may have heard of the law of attraction. You perhaps heard it referred to in many different ways, several different ways throughout your life. But I'm going to tell you something. It has shown up in your life. Now, here's a few ways we've actually discussed it. You reap what you sow. Galatians 6 and 7. What you put out, you get back. That's the law of attraction. Likes attract. Law of supply and demand. All of this is talking about the law of attraction. What comes around goes around. It's the law of attraction. As a man thinketh in his heart, Proverbs 23 verse 7. So is he. This is all the law of attraction. Emerson. I do a lot of reading, so you'll often hear me quote those worthy of being quoted. Emerson called it the law of compensation. Another author defines it, the law of attraction, like this: what you radiate outward in your thoughts, in your feelings, your mental pictures and words, you attract into your life. Now, I want you to muse over that, Prez. I need you to muse over that, because I'm really advocating this so that you can receive it. What you radiate outward in your thoughts, in your feelings, your mental pictures that you create within the faculty of your mind and your words, you attract that in your life. If all you affiliate with is people that's depressed, Marty, people that's not doing so good, and all you do is hang around with losers, you could best believe that you, my friend, will end up a loser. Oh, you hang around, you affiliate with debtors, you, my friend, will end up a debtor. You can't evade that. Abraham Hicks defines the law of attraction as thus: that which is alike unto itself is drawn. Yes. Like attracts like. So what does this mean to you, Kevin McGuire? It means that when you are forced, when you are compelled upon what you want to create in your life, you will attract that. And when you focus upon what you don't want to create in your life, you will attract that also. Funny how it works, doesn't it, Marty? Nah, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want that in my life. Guess what? You're going to attract that. Your focus is on it. You're going to attract that. It means that you are indeed, my brothers and sisters, you are a magnet. You are magnetic, and it means that you are a magnifying glass. What you focus on gets bigger. If all you do is worry, oh man, I can't get this job, your problem is going to get bigger. You're focusing on the problem is going to get bigger. You're a magnifying glass, and you're magnetic. What you're focusing on, you're going to attract it into your reality. The more you think about it, the bigger it becomes. So if all you're doing is focusing on your problems, you're going to have a deluge of problems. They're going to get bigger. Stop me where I'm lying at. You can't call me a liar anymore. The more you focus on it, the quicker it's going to come to you. You may have actually had the experience in your life where you've actually wanted something very, very badly. And out of that passion, out of that pure desire, you were able to create it. You know what I'm talking about, Shina? You was able to create it. There was no stopping you. You believed that it was to be. And you did not doubt it. It was to come into your life. You said yes. And it happened. You said yes to having something come into your life. You may have also had the experience in your life where you've actually wanted something very much. You wanted it so very badly and have not been able to create it. Let's talk about the main thing that they all know and love, that they call money. that I call fiat currency. Think about money for a moment. Muse over that. Oh, you want that? They love that. They want to bathe in it. You want a bathtub full of money. Okay, well, Roger that. I want you to muse over that for a minute. You want very badly to create the flow of money into your life, but you don't. Why? Goes back to what I was talking about last night. 95% of the people in 100 are failures. But why? Why don't you attract that into your life? You say, I want more money, more money, more money. But I hate paying bills. I hate that others have it and I don't. Money is evil, or you just focus on the fact that you indeed can't create it. You take action, you ask, you pray, and still money don't show up into your life, Prez. Money's still not showing up. You focus on the fact that it is not here. You focus on the lack of money in your life. What do you think of? You create. So right now, what I'm giving you is worth $1 million. What I'm trying to say to you, family, is you keep focusing on why money is not in your life. And what you focus on, what you think most, that's what you create. And that's why you don't have money. What you think, you create. You keep focusing on where you don't have money. So you keep creating opportunities that's going to cause you to never have money that you want. So if likes attract, think about what I'm saying. I'm advocating this. I need you to meditate over this. Watch this, watch this. So if likes attract, Prez, and you focus on the negative aspects of anything, or you focus on what you do not have, you will create more of what you don't have. That's why you damn Negroes are broke in the hood. That's why you Euro Gentiles are looked at by the higher echelon as white trailer trash. I didn't call you that. That's what they call you. But I'm telling you why you don't have it. It's because of your focus. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You reap what you sow. It's right there in the Bible, man. Most High gave you everything in his word. Keep focusing on the negative aspect. If you focus on what is, you will create more of what is. Understand that. You understand what I'm talking about, Edward? Focus on what is. You will create more of what is. Hope you're getting this, Rodney, Laurel. If you focus on something, we do very strongly on what you don't want in your life. Case in point. I don't want cancer. I don't want poverty. I don't want this or I don't want that. You're saying no to it. And that is well, right? But the fact that you're focusing on it, it's going to bring it into your lives. It's going to bring it into your life. What we give attention to, we bring into fruition. What we give attention to comes into our life. Now I'm giving you the science behind this, man. It's the law of attraction. You might have heard it on YouTube before, but not quite like this. Because I'm telling you, they didn't tell you how you make mistakes. Whether you're saying yes or no to something, it doesn't matter. It's the focus that carries the vibration. We're dealing with vibrations, man. We're dealing with people's spirits, man. Spiritual, that's a vibration, man. And you're operating in a lower form of vibration. It's a focus that carries the vibration and causes us to attract unto us. Be careful of what you say no to. Understand what I'm talking about, Heidi? Shalom, Heidi. Be careful what you say no to. The key would be to focus on the feeling good and focus on what you do want. The key is to consciously be aware of your abundance mentality and know that you attract what radiates and vibrates into the world. Nothing is more important than feeling good. So, yo, what's good, man? How you feel? How you are feeling and where your attention is your point of attraction, point blank, period. How you are feeling and what your attention is your point of attraction. That's point blank, period. You must remember that the UNI verse is abundant. Completely. There's no lack in the UNI verse. Only our perception to be. That's what they program you so much to believe that there's a shortage of something. There's no shortage in the Most High, the Supreme Elohim's universe. You must remember that. There's always enough. And what you ask for is given to you. You don't have to hate on your brother Tazadaq. You don't have to come and give me a thumbs down. It's enough for you. You don't have to envy your brothers. There's always enough to go around, man. There's nothing you can conceive of that you cannot do, that cannot be, or to not have. See, most of the time we walk around creating by default. Now, it's the time to create using the law of attraction. So like you. Now's the time to create the law of attraction. You could be, or you could do, or you could have that which you desire in this life. You got to believe that, Chanel. You really got to believe it, though, Nico. Can't just say it. You got to believe it. Then you got to start living it out. You must acknowledge yourself as the powerful creator that you are and choose thoughts and feelings to make you feel good and that are in alignment with what you want in your life. That's how you attract it, family. It's real talk right here. If you can imagine it, my good brother James Allen Cooper, if you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you could dream it, you can become it. Don't let someone tell you what you can't do, man. That was Arthur Ward that said that. Arthur Ward said that if you can imagine it, if you can achieve it. If you could dream it, you could be it. See, characteristics. I'm going to give you some characteristics to help you find the work of your dreams. Most people, when I ask them, what is your passion in life? What is it you want to be? Most people can't answer that question. So that means you will never be successful. Why is life a struggle? Why doesn't work? Most of you go to 9 to 5. Oh, no, I can't talk. I'm getting sleepy. I got to go to work. Work is not working. Why is work not working for you? You're still on the hamster wheel. You're running. You're on the hamster. Oh, you got to work a little longer. You're on the hamster wheel. Wake up, Jacob. Work is not work. Thumbs up as you come in the room, by the way. Go ahead and give a thumbs up as you come in the room. Work is not working for you. You're study on the hamster wheel. Why is work not working? We probe our souls with questions like these, but we never hear the answer. Like you never hear me when I'm talking to you. You just say that you're here. It's Shalom, Jedi Rhymes. Thumbs up as you come in the room. Thumbs up as you come in the room. We probe our souls with these kind of questions, but we never hear the answers. If we don't take the time off our hectic days from work or whatever it is that we're doing to really listen, most of you don't. You read the books, you attend the webinars, you waste your time because you really don't take the time to really listen. See, unless you slow down and take a deep breath, or take that proverbial deep breath. If you don't let you slow down and take a deep breath, you cannot hear the subtle response that come from within that's telling you, yes, you should be over there at Tazadaq's webinar, where these teaching does change lives and touching lives throughout the world. But you're too busy. Ask somebody, I just say something, ask somebody, you hear what I say, just say, oh man, can you read it again? Your mind is somewhere else. You wonder why you're losing. You wonder why you put it at 95 that fell out of 100. See, as we get older, though, my good brother Marty Mark, the question about the nature and quality of life comes up. See, by then, though, we're so marred in the car payment, in the mortgage, in the student loans, and the daily routines. And we're so used to looking for answers outside of ourselves that we fail to recognize the simple, absolute truth. We need to find enough quiet space so that we can listen to the answers locked deep within. The Most High blew the rock in you, man. The set apart spirit. We need to stop and let them surface. See, once we take time and we can reflect on all we've actually done and all we hope to do and decide if we are living the life that we want or if instead it was programmed for us by others. So are you living a life that you want, or are you living a life that was programmed into you by someone else? I contend that 95% of you are living a life that was programmed into you by someone else. And it's only then that we could actually listen to our own voice, our own intuition, our own inner wisdom. Only then can we tap into the inherent skills, talent, and inner creativity which form the work for which we were individually designed and gifted with from the Supreme Elohim, the Creator. Then we would truly reap the reward of joy and fulfillment, as well as a paycheck. Afterwards, when we go back to our busy life and we find that we are whole beings again, not walking machines, right? And we have chosen to take a break from our careers, from whatever it is that's consuming you, the work we choose. When we return, we will be right and satisfying. And regardless of how we use it, time goes by and then it's gone. See, that's one thing great about time, Kim McGuire. Time is a depreciating asset. It teaches us that we don't have forever, and you can never get it back. See, the combined power of every ruler in the world could not change that by decree. So in the end, the only thing that counts is how we use time. This is a depreciating asset. What the hell are you doing when I'm doing webinars? Wasting time. Let me ask you this, man. When I'm doing webinars, is what you're doing meaningful enough? Is it? What are you doing? Why are you not at the webinars? We got to ask ourselves, is what we're doing meaningful enough that if we were still doing it 10 to 15 years from now, would we be satisfied with what we're doing? If not, then you fuck, man. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to be one of them old heads that I talk about consistently standing in Walmart as a greeter. Wishing that you had done something different. Wishing that you had truly listened to Kahan Tazadaq, man. Because this right here would change your life for the better, man. It will give you a life that you never thought that you could live. Don't be that, man. Don't be that 95, man. One in that 95%. If you just keep going the way that you are, ask yourself, all of you under the sound of my voice right now, man, if you keep going the way that you are, right, ask yourself, what will you miss, or what will you miss, and how will it affect you and the ones that you love if you keep doing what you're doing right now? Will you be satisfied with that in 10 to 15 years? If not, then you're losing, man. If you're losing some of your spirit every year, because time is an appreciating asset. What kind of husband or wife, father, mother, or friend will you end up as after half a lifetime goes by? Some of you don't have that much time left. Some of you are already in your 60s, man. Some of you in your late 40s, man. You still fucking around. Pardon my French, man, but I got to give it to you real. And you're a freaking damn bum, man. You living check to check. Is that the life you wanted? If not, then you're a failure, man. And you got to change right now, not later. You got to change right now. So if you need to take time off to stop the downward momentum, because you're on a downward momentum, man. Can't you see your ass is on a dead-end job? How can you be around me, man, and not be great? I infect people with greatness. I give you all of the remedies and right knowledge that you need, but you're still afraid to do it. How you gonna be around me and you still working? You see how I'm doing. So if you need to take the time off, man, to stop the downward momentum, isn't it worth it? You come on here, you talking real slick, but I see you in the background, you still working, my dude. My God, where you lying to people? You can't even be yourself. See, it takes time and perseverance to find the work and life of your dreams. Now, man, let me give you some characteristics, man. I'm not going to leave you like that. Let me give you some characteristics to cultivate that will support your vision. See, great clarity is what you want, but it's what most of you don't have. And the more that you do this, the more possible, even probable, it would seem that you will get there. But you got to start right now. Strong intention. First thing I'm going to tell you, you got to have strong intention. Determination to get what you want. Pursue your goals when you are thinking, writing, talking, exploring, reading, and being, as well as in your actions. Be resolute that you will achieve your objectives. Next thing I'm going to tell you, stay focused. Stay focused. And don't let anything or anyone stand in your way. I'm telling you, man, I'm saying this mostly to men, man, because usually never men that get in a woman's way. It's the women that get in your way, man. A lot of women get in your, you want to be an entrepreneur, man. Your wife don't want to support you in that. Your woman don't want to support you in that, man. You're going to have to shake the dust on her, man. I hate to tell you, man. Otherwise, you're going to be an ordinary old guy, man. You're going to be the average, ordinary dude. And then she's going to blame you for your failure. You fall down. If you got a vision, you want to be something, man, you fall down, you get back up. It fails, you waste a lot of money in it. You didn't waste it. You're just trying to figure out the correct way to do it. If she want to leave you for that, let her go, man. You wouldn't have been happy with her anyways. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm talking about? That's what you got to do, man. Stay focused. Don't let anything or anyone stand in your way. You got to have an unwavered belief, fam. A belief so strong that it stands up against challenges, because they will challenge you. And if you crumble, they will destroy you. If you listen to these external voices, they will destroy you. Stop me where I'm lying at, man. A lot of people, man, it's going to try and deter you from it. Because when you start to become great, when you start to become better, it's going to reflect down on them as a spotlight of a reminder of what they could have been. They want to pull you back down that barrel with them, man. They're on that low level vibration, man. Remember from the beginning, the inception of this conversation, I said everything was based on vibrations, man. We talking spiritual, man. We dealing with people's spirits. They're dealing with vibrations. They're coming from a lower form of vibration. They want to keep you down there. So you got to stay focused, man. See, other people sometimes believing that they're being helpful try to persuade us to be realistic. Oh, come on. You know what they told me? Come on, man. You gonna quit your job? You got a job in computer science. A lot of people dream to have that job. I say, yeah, but I'm not happy. They said, man, you stupid. They outright told me, they called me stupid when I quit 2 jobs. They said, nigga, you stupid. So they roger that. And you know what? They had me almost doubting myself. They said, man, why don't you take your ass back to work, man? But the stronger side of me said, no, man. I'm fully focused. That's not what I want to do. I tried it already. Try something different. And this is what I'm saying to you, man. You already know what it seems like to fail. What does winning feel like? Try the other side. Keep going. What happens if you keep going? You know what's going to happen if you quit, man. 95% of the people in the world is familiar with that. What happens if you keep going? If you stay focused? So you're going to always have them out there, man, trying to persuade you. You understand? Oh, man, you can't do this. Be realistic. Meaning that we shouldn't aim too high. You can't aim that high. It's a Tazadaq. Right now, I'm about to engage into a lawsuit against a major corporation. You know, they're telling me, oh, man, you can't beat them. Are you crazy? They got the best lawyers. Say, hey, roger that. Roger that. That's what they told me when I try and get out of the military. Oh, you can get locked up? Okay, I say roger that. I'm still standing, man. See, successful people keep their goals high and their expectations in line. People may tell us we're being a dreamer. Roger that. Successful people are practical dreamers. They have dreams, and they figure out how to come and make them to become true. Next thing I'm going to tell you, you got to have an action approach. You can't just sit around and talk about things. Well, hope you're listening, Rodney. I hope you're listening, Chanel. You got to have an action approach. Stop allowing your family or someone to dissuade you. You got to know what you need to do and then do it. Get up and get after it. I don't hear you talking. Oh, yeah, well, I'm going to do this. I want to be this. I want to be that. Well, get up and get after it. Where's your action? See, if a person wants to drive a car, he gets behind the wheel. If you want to dance, he moves his feet to a rhythm. To find the new just over broke, and you're going to be just over broke, but if that's what you want, roger that. Career or better skills. He reaches his options, decides on a plan, and then he implements it. See, everything requires movement. Anything that's not moving is eventually dead. Everything requires movement, man. Action moves towards your goals. You gotta be fully focused. And fully focused, man. You gotta stay focused. Stay on course. Don't stop on the way or get sidetracked by fear or by others that hold you back. There's always going to be people trying to hold you back, man. Don't get sidetracked by that. Even the best get wayward. Now and then. Might fall down. Get back up. Get back up. Get back up and get after it, man. But those who are sure of the paths, they don't let themselves procrastinate for very long. Get the hell up and get the hell after it, man. See, the greats, they just put themselves on the fast forward and then they fly. Let me see your halo, man. Let me see your wings. Do you believe you can fly? And you got to have faith. This is what I'm going to tell you next, man. You got to have faith. This is going to crush a lot of you because most of you don't have faith. You don't even believe in the supreme Elohim. Faith. See, truly believe you will get whatever it is that you want. Tazadaq, how come you want to hang out? I'm trying to get it, man. Tazadaq, let me talk now. I'm trying to get it. I don't have time for nonsense. I'm trying to get it. And I have faith that I will. You got to truly believe you will get it. Know it. It's just a matter of time, man, before I get it. See, if things don't move as fast as you would like, if something goes wrong, if you get unavoidably sidetracked, when you fall off the damn horse, get the hell up, back on. Get the hell up and get back on the horse, man. Get up and get after it. This is how greatness is accomplished. Because what else is there? Something that you're already accustomed to, failure. What about winning? How does winning feel? You already know what failure feels like. You already know what broke feel. Stop fronting, man. You know what being broke feels like. How would it feel? You could go where you want to go, man. I'm telling you, you could do that, man. Just got to believe it. And you got to put action behind it. But you got to start it now, man. Time is the depreciating asset is running out, man. And on that journey, man, you're going to see a lot of damn dead corpse on this road that you're traveling to success. And a lot of people trying to deter you, man, because they tried what you tried and they fell. But you don't want to just get further than them. You want to get to the end, man. You want to achieve success and then keep going. You want to be that lion running up the hill, man. You don't want to be the lion on the top of the hill that got lazy and fat. You understand? Looking like Mike Tyson. You don't want to be that lion. You want to be that lion that's always running up the hill, that has that hunger for more, that knows him, man, if I don't get this gazelle, man, I'm not going to eat. So you got that eye of the tiger, that hunger for more. Don't lose that, man. You don't want to lose that. You don't want to be average, man. Because when you lose that hunger, you become like everyone else. Then you lose it. Then you start talking that talk about, yeah, man, when I was younger, man, I used to do this. I was a prom queen. Now you know, but the damn prom fiend. Out here pushing a hammer in your veins and all that. You understand what I'm talking about? You was a heavyweight champ. Now people they would have never imagined that you was a boxer. You know why? Because people become complacent. Why? Society molds them that way. When they get a certain age, they say, well, yeah, I'm getting old now. I shouldn't be playing basketball, boxing, or anything like that. I'm going to enjoy life. Weren't you enjoying life the other way? That was sustaining your health. Now look at you, flat, flabby, and sick. And you're talking about what you used to do. Don't fall in that category, man. Don't fall there. Remember, time is a depreciating asset, man. You better get up and do it now. Whatever it is, man, I'm telling you, you could do it, man. This is what they're not teaching you, man. Every single one of us, we have the ability to be whatever we want to be. We just need to work hard enough. When you start to believe it, man, things are going to change, man. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you a true story. Right? 2015. 2015, I might have fucked up. Yeah, I mean, I had already quit. I quit both jobs back in 2012. Went down south. got in a relationship with a borderline personality disorder, right? I don't know nobody down there. No family, nothing. Was around a couple of Israelites. They claimed to be Akim. They wasn't no real brothers. You know how to test your friends? Fall on hard times. I fell on hard times. Wouldn't work anymore. Car wouldn't work anymore. Whole coolant system went up on the car, needed 1800s. I don't have a just over broke. You understand? I went down there with my savings or whatever. Ended up spending on this borderline. We stand together, you know what I mean? End up homeless. Israelites, nobody looking out for me. Calling that phone, nobody picking up. Nobody wants to talk. It was just me and Yahweh Shah. You know what I say? I'm going to resort back to what I know. So I put myself in a place. All I was just doing was reading, researching, reading, researching, reading, researching. And I told this guy, man, Shael, in Durham, North Carolina. He said, yo, Tazadaq, need anything? I said, nah, man, I don't want no handouts. I got everything I need right here. And right here. And with the Most High backing me, I can't fail. I told him, I said, check me out in 6 months. Now you're talking about, I just put it out there. You understand? But I was believing it. I said, check me out in 6 months, man. I'm going to have a new whip and all of that. So he laughing at me like a joke. Like I was a joke or something. I'm like, okay, roger that. These cats, they clowning me. Okay. I just started going to what I know, believing it, just studying and applying, putting all of my time into my dream, my goal, because I'm not going back to what I didn't like. I'm not going back. 6 months. I pulled up. Brand new whip. Paid for and everything. I said, damn, man, you damn sure said you was going to do it. Now they in shock and awe. Everyone that was putting me down, now they want to know, damn, man, how'd you do that? I said, man, this is Yahweh's work. I'm just a vessel that the Spirit is working through. I said, I didn't do it. The Ruach HaKodesh did this for me. A spirit came on me and showed me how to do this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to facilitate this to as many people as possible. This is a real story, man. I can't make this up. That's Shiloh Ben Y in Durham, North Carolina did I do when I pulled up. I showed him the title, man. This is paid for. Out of nowhere. How did I do it? I'm broke, no money, no nothing. I didn't go back into the system. I didn't work for no one. I went to the dealership. The guy said, okay, sir, do you have an account at any kind of credit union? We're going to see if we can find someone to finance you. I said, I won't be needing that. I'll take that one right there. I walked away the same day. The title and everything. Owned it. He was in shock and awe. Then I pulled up at the people that wouldn't help me. I made a special guest appearance to the house and pulled up. I said, damn, man, how you do that? I said, I didn't do it. I was the Ruach HaKodesh that did it. Now everyone, suddenly, all of the people that wasn't picking up the phone when I was in need was calling me now, trying to figure out how I did it. Then I start to get all of these calls. Oh, yeah, can you help so-and-so with this? Oh, Tazadaq, so-and-so got a problem. You think you can help him with this? Oh, wow, now you need Tazadaq. You like that, Tazadaq. See, they don't love you until you win. This is what I'm trying to say to you, family. If you're taking an L, they don't have respect for you. I'm just saying, man. Same knowledge. But they don't love you until you win. See, people judge by appearance, and it's bullshit when they tell you they don't, right? I can say the same thing that I'm saying to you now, man. But if I had on like homeless clothing and all of this, most of you wouldn't even listen to me, man. Even though I'm giving you science, wisdom, and science, so many of you still won't listen because the programming has ran so deeply that you can't get out of it, and you don't even realize that you're programmed. You're the best type of slave there. Damn, you're a good slave. You're a good damn slave, man. You don't even believe anything's wrong, man. Some of you, I had both briefcases tell me, why don't you pay your damn bills? Pay them with what? Give me something to pay them with. Give me some real money. I will be glad to pay. There's no real money out here. What am I going to pay with? My energy? Hell no, I'm not doing that. My people done enough of that already. We built this country. Tazadaq, here you go. And I'm not going nowhere, man. I'm stating actual facts, truths. I paid enough, man. It's time for some get back. I conditionally accept their office. I discharge the obligations in accordance with House Joint Resolution 192 and Public Law 7310. Oh, you say you don't take this? Well, you might want to have a look at UCC 3-603B. Because I don't care. I don't give a damn whether or not you take it. I don't care to hear that. I conditionally accept your offer upon proof of claim that you override the UCC code of the state. Case closed. They don't want to deal with me anymore. They go away. You understand? I make them go away. Conditional acceptance. And the reason that many of you don't get this, man, because you don't attend the webinars and have this stuff breaking down properly as it should. Because you say you want it, but you really don't. Every week, these webinars should be sold out, man. Every week. Because what I'm giving you life testimonies. What I'm giving you is a depiction of my life, or how I was so-called middle class or average American that walked away from it all, hit the damn bottom as low as you could go, and came up. How many people you know went from making nothing, from being homeless, and then in less than a year's time, making over 150,000. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying you could do the same thing, man. Not no genius. Just applying yourself, whatever your skill is, whatever your craft is. You got to decide what you want, and then you get up and you go after it. That's it. And you now got people hating. I had some guy come on my channel today, man. What the hell are you doing with that Benz? That's the damn, he considered himself a so-called Israelite, call himself Issachar. You ain't no damn Israelite, man. You ain't nothing but damn Hernan Cortez's people, man. But that's envy. Of all the things you can come around, that's the energy that I'm telling you got to extirpate from you. You got to get that kind of energy from around you, man. You understand? You got to keep that energy from around you. The only type of people I need around me is people that's didactic and is more intelligent than myself. You understand? Or could teach me something. Right? That's what wise people do. You always affiliate with someone that's smarter than you, that have more than you. Otherwise, you know what? You're going to be like those people that you affiliate with. Same law works. If I hang around people that's very wealthy, hey, I'm going to become wealthy, but I'm going to do the right thing with it. I'm not going to bend over and take it up the damn backside like these people, these celebrities that sell their damn soul. My soul's not for sale. You understand? I came so that you could have life more abundantly. That's all I'm doing. I'm doing what he done. I'm doing what the master did. What did the master say? Even greater works than these. Well, you do, because I'm going to the Father. Why are you not doing greater works? Why are you not doing greater works? Struggling. High car notes. Struggling. Child support. Don't even know how to beat it. You volunteered into it. Some of you are so damn simple. You voluntarily go in and take a DNA test. I'm not telling you not to take care of your seeds. I'm telling you not to allow some man to dictate to you. Understand what I'm talking about, Terrence? You could do this, man. If Tazadaq did it, you could do it. You could do it. Book of Yachanan, 14 and 12. Hamashiach Yahweh said in 14:11, believe me, that I am in the Father, and the Father is in me, and he's in you too. He's in you too, Terrence. The Father is in you also, Boneman, 538. Rodney Laurel, the Father is in you because he breathed his ruach into you. He breathed the ruach, the breath of life. Then you became nefesh, a living soul. Believe me that I am in the Father and the Father is in me, or at least believe on the account of the works themselves. So if you don't want to believe Tazadaq, damn it, don't believe me, man. But you see how I came up, man. At least believe the works, man. Believe the works. You don't have to believe me. You don't even have to like me, man. You don't even have to like me, but at least, man. Believe the works. You see it. You see people coming on giving testimonies after testimony. Still not good enough for most of you. You guys are content with being losers. 95% out of 100, man, fell. 95% out of 100 fell. And you're part of that 95%, man. Not because you have to be, but that's a choice. That's a choice that you make. The so-called white man's not responsible for it. Nobody's responsible for it. Joe Biden's not responsible. Nobody's responsible for it but you. That's the ultimate truth. They might make it difficult for you, but you got to get up and get after it. Yachanan, John 14, verse 12 says, truly, truly, I tell you, whoever believes in me will also do the works that I am doing. And he will do even greater things than these, because I'm going to the Father. And I would do whatever. Watch this. Yachanan, John 14 and 13. And I would do whatever you ask in my name, so that the Father may be glorified in the Son. So knowing this, if you're a believer, you're an Israelite, you're a Christian, how the hell are you broke? It's a Mashiach Yahweh Shada. When did you call Jesus Christ a liar? Then why are you broke? He said he would do anything that you asked in his name, man. Something's not right. Something must be wrong with you, man. I'm all right over here. Let the debtors I'm hating. Debtors love to hate. I'm going to keep making these creditor moves, man. Hashtag Tazadaq creditor moves. Thumbs up as you come in the room, man. Want to be successful? Success is mentioned 2 times in the Bible, man. I don't mean the Apocrypha. I just mean King James Bible. Without the Apocrypha, it's only mentioned 2 times, and it's both in Joshua. Both times it's mentioned in the book of Joshua. Joshua 1 and 8. Joshua 1 and 9. Talks about success. Everything that you need, man, believe it. You can like it, understand it, believe it or not, is in this book. We had a lot of pretenders come around here, pretend they wanted to be a part of the truth. You're just pretending. Pretend to be successful. You're still working on a 9 to 5, man, on a slave plantation, where the employer's the master and the employee's the slave. Joshua 1 and 8. This book of law shall not depart out of my mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayst observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then shalt thou be prosperous. You can have the things that you want, fam. And then thou shalt have good success. That's Joshua 1 and 8, man. Joshua 1:9 says it like this. Have I not commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the supreme Elohim is with thee wherever thou goest. Joshua 1:7 says, only be strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left hand, that thou must be prosperous wherever thou goest. Success. You're not supposed to accept anything else. Why you broke? Why are you so mad? Why are you so angry? This is the remedy right here, man. So again, I'm going to invite folks to come out to the webinar. I'm going to go ahead and post the link in the room. See if anyone got anything to say. If no one has anything to say, I'll go ahead and shut it down, man. Be sure to attend the webinar this weekend, this Saturday and Sunday, 12 noon to 6 p.m. on both days. Register now. Pre-register. At some point, you're going to get tired, exhausted with being a debtor, with being a loser, and you don't want to change what you're doing, but it's going to be too late. You got to get up and do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Stop making excuses, man. Excuses are for losers. See, there's this place, man, that people seem to get stuck in. And this place is called average. Average is a big plague. It's a damn pandemic. It's worse than any COVID-19. Average is a plague that spread throughout the entire damn earth. And it is a damn pandemic. It is a horrific sickness that people can't just seem to shake. 95 people out of every 100 ends up average. And being average is a loser. Average is failure. Because you're pretty much like everyone damn else. You're not part of the 5%. See, 1 out of every 100 people, only 1 end up rich. Only 1. Only 5 meet the mark. The other 95 are losers. They fell. They didn't make it. You want to be a part of that? Because right now, most people are part of the 95%. You're failing. You're a failure. You're going to have to make a change. You got to make it now. Tomorrow's not promised. You got to make it now, man. You got to stop making excuses. One of the reasons that you haven't changed is because of excuses. And excuses are for failures. See, excuse is just a feel-good way of saying, I don't want to do it, or I can't do it, or I just won't do it. And then you end up average. Then you end up old and angry. And you standing in Walmart, you're on a damn walker, and you're shaking like this. You're a greeter. You're an angry greeter. You gotta use a forced smile. But you're there because you don't want your home to go in foreclosure. You don't want them to foreclose on you. So you're 69 years old and you're standing in Walmart as a greeter, and the heels on your shoes is about as thick as this damn bag. So you don't want to get shin splints. So you're about 2 feet taller than you typically would be when you go home and you pull your shoes off. But you got to do it because you got to pay the bills. That's the system. It's a dog-eat-dog world. That's the system that this system has set up. It's destined for you to fail, man. 95 out of every 100 is going to fail. 95. Count off 95 people, man. Count off 100 people, 95 of them is going to be failed. And they're going to be complaining. This is real life, man. It's nothing made up that I'm telling you, man. Go and check it out for yourselves. So why? Because 95 people out of 100 is infected with that damn pandemic called average. And it's spreading the damn globe. And you become complacent. And you know what you felt? Conformity. Conformity. See, the opposite of courage, it is not fair. The opposite of courage is conformity. Because you conform. You be what the system wants you to be. You be what this world wants you to be, man. This is what the book of Romans 12:2 say, be not conformed to this world, but rather be transformed by the renewing of your mind. But you keep conforming, man. Hey, Shalom, what's going on? Tenkara, what you got?
Mic check. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yo, what's up? How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm always good, man. Even when things are bad, man, I'm good.
Yeah, me too. I just wanted to say, what do you call it?
TJ Nad, looks like you try to come in the room. You got to go out and come back in. Your connection didn't connect. Try it again. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I appreciate that you're teaching all this stuff, man, because like I've been on different shows, like trying to get people to understand the same thing, you know what I mean? And I've done like extensive research. I'm just at the point right now where I'm executing like all of it, you know, putting it all together. It's basically, I went all the way back to ground zero, where Christopher Columbus, when he first came here, and read all the treaties, like the Treaty of Tordesillas, right? A Treaty of Turtle Island. You know what I mean? 1494. And it basically states straight up that these people hypothecated the land from Arctic to Antarctic. And everybody keeps thinking that America is just the quadrant of the US. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm I live in Canada, and basically it is the United States of Canada.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the United States of Mexico.
Right. Yeah, that's spot on.
You know, it's the United States of Argentina. It's the United States of Jamaica. And at the moment, since 1933, New York City is the capital of the economic world. Every single person is a chatteled slave or chatteled property or chattel to the debt. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what you do, what you are. There is no money. The money is gold and silver. And everybody, I got to make some money. So I look at them and I'll be like, oh, so you want to forge? You want to melt some rocks?
Right. Right. The only way you can make money, man, if you have a mint factory. You understand what I meant? You can earn it, but there's no real money to earn right now.
You know what I'm saying? Everything right now, do you teach about discharging on the public and offsetting on the private?
Come on. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, definitely.
Okay. So therefore, that's what I've actually wanted to start doing and contact the Treasury Department, right? And I'm not talking the Treasury Department in Washington, D.C., which is a district of Columbia. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the Treasury Department in Puerto Rico, Richport.
Yeah, we actually put both of them on notice.
Oh, fantastic.
Some people, they ask, why are you doing this with Puerto Rico? Where's this tie in? I said, well, brother, if you got to ask that, man, then you definitely need to do some more research here. I literally had someone ask me that in a webinar.
Yeah. Well, the thing is just all you have to do is just say RICO law.
Right.
Racketeering, influence, or racketeering, corruption, influence, organization.
Right.
That's Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where it all starts, right? It all starts with the contract that was given to Christopher Columbus to basically come here, convert, conquer, subdue. That means convert to Catholicism, conquer, meaning make a concord or make an agreement, right? And subdue, which is basically trick you. You see what I'm saying? And doing throughout the whole ordeal of my research, it's taken me to from 1492 to the 1520s, when they decided that they were gonna ally, because you have to think, no European faction, no Middle Eastern, no African, no nothing came over here and did shit to us. It is us that keeps doing us shit to us. You see what I mean? There's allies that basically ally with the European nations to conquer their own people, and that's what the Aztecs did. And they allied with Christopher Columbus. They allied with and then destroyed the Aztecs because they didn't like how shit was running, right? And remember, Isabella and all the European nations sent out all their criminals. That's why we're dealing with all the stuff we're dealing with now, is because all the criminals, this was the first prison colony. It's not us. It's not Australia. Australia is not the first prison colony. It's here.
Yeah, that's true. They definitely sent them here. They definitely sent them here, man. But I'll tell you something else, brother, that I actually learned a few years back. There's a lot of Moors, man. They was responsible for destroying a lot of our people.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is that, remember, when they conquered Andalusia, right? There was Moors that converted. It was convert or die. That was that was what the French or the Prussians or the northern Germanic tribes basically put to the Moors who were left over in Andalusia, right? It was convert or die. And a lot of them converted, and a lot of them said, we're leaving. And before they left, they got, kiboshed, right? Before they left. You see what I'm saying? In the 1500s, when they were conquering the Inca, they killed Atahualpa, who was the first alpha, right? And this is why they destroyed the temple that was there, because the temple was the size of a city known as Sacsayhuaman, right? And it was in the form of a giant lion, the conquering lion of Judah, right? Atahualpa, which was the first alpha, was known as the son of the sun. Once you kill the son of the sun, you can't go into the sun, and hence the burning or the curse. These were very powerful spiritual people, right? Now, when you go from the 1500s, you move from the 1530s, right? You go to 1630s. Now you have the Pequot War, right? The Pequot War, or the Pequots, the ones who were known as the destroyers, are the same Aztec, Inca, Mayan people that moved north away from all the bullcrap that was happening in the south, right? A lot of people like to think, oh, the south and the north is totally separate, right? But it's North America and South America. When they're like, oh, it's only Louisiana. No, it's not, because those people were funded still by the Spaniards. There's hundreds and hundreds of military bases on American soil and in the US quadrant and in Canada. Why? Because of that Treaty of Tordesillas. When you read that, you'll see that everything falls under that. Okay. You go from the 1600s, a Treaty of Hartford, where allies, allied again with the group of European factions, which are the Dutch, right? 1621 is the charter of the Dutch West Indian Company. Okay. Now, when you read that charter, that's the same thing that's happening right now. The cutting off of the islands, the cutting off of certain land masses. They're cutting off of the borders under the guise of healthcare. Okay, you jump to 1730s, right? You have the what do you call it? The 1730s would be the creation of like the whole, what is it? The Maroon War. You have the 1730s is the Maroon War. Now that is the uprising of the so-called Negroes from Africa, right? But not a lot of people don't realize that they were taking people out of here for the longest time and then bringing them back because they were causing trouble in those places, right? Now, the 1730s, you have the Maroon Treaty, and now you have allies allying with the Europeans, stating that they will capture slaves and bring them back to their masters. And if they stay with those capture or the people who are supposed to capture the slaves, now they would, what do you call it, be allied with them. They could stay there, but they have to be subdued or subjugation to the ruler of that treaty. Now you jump to the 1830s. The 1830s now is the Indian Removal Act. Well, guess what? Whether you all like it or not, you're all Indians under sublimis deis. That was written in the 1500s, which was a forbidding to enslave the Indians of the North, South, and other places. India over there is not India. They called that place India in the 1800s so that those people can come here and obtain Indian status. Do you understand? So India is from the indigo, the people who mine the indigo, right? Now you go to the 1930s, right? You got 1930. Oh my goodness. The taking of the gold. Now you have no money. Now you're getting given paper. You've been given, what do you call it? Piece of paper that's worthless. That's why you see in so many movies, burn it. You can burn it and conjure spirits. You know what I mean?
Right.
What do you call it? It is a debt note, a death pledge, because the first person who went looking for the occult and the first cult, because when you really think about it, Muslims, Christians, all of these factions are all cults. Okay. Religion is joining the Roman legion. Okay. Rejoining the Roman legion. That's what religion is. Okay. An admiral would be military, maritime admiralty military tribunal, the laws that's running here. That's why you see most of the cities in the riverbed, right? And that's why if any levee breaks, you're underwater. Do you see what I'm saying? Because now they still are acting like Captain Hook, flying over the land, and wherever they land, right, they judge the little children who are minors who cannot handle their own affairs. That's why in Canada, we have a minor government. That means that the whole government can't handle their affairs. So therefore, they have to do business inside Washington, D.C. So we are a state since 1777 under the Article of Confederation. Now you jump to the 1930s, which is taking the gold from the people, because who had the gold? The Indians, the so-called Aztec, Inca, Mayan. Okay. You jump to 2030. Guess what? What's happening to the 2030? You have the agenda where they want to depopulate the people. Because why? After every 100 years, they want a treaty goes null and void. Okay. And us being the so-called inheritors of this land can stake and make claim. So what you're teaching is basically standing up on your own 2 feet and becoming so-called free. But there's no such thing as free, is there? So that's just a short snippet of stuff that I've been going through. But dealing with the whole called 1933, that was the biggest scam that was ever hit America. And then after 1945 was the Berlin Conference. I looked at it. It was in 1884, 85, but 1945 was the Berlin Conference, and I read through all that boring stuff about how they're going to treat Germany and how they're supposed to make sure that the German people are what do you call it, not going to uprise again and go against them. And then you get closer to the end. Oh, the Germans are fine. They'll be okay. We're going to basically make sure that they're going to be. We're going to rebuild the whole place. And 2 pages, at the end of the 2 pages, you have the complete destruction and annihilation of the Japanese people and their culture. Well, guess who the Japanese people are since the 1500s? The same group of people that they were shipping out of here, right? Who are the ninjas, or I should say niggas, and the samurais. So since
niggers.
Right, since the Nagas, right?
Right.
Okay, since 1945, the Berlin Conference, if you read that, you will actually see that they brought in, what did they do? They brought in the what do you call it? They brought in the Nazis to continue on eugenics programs on the Japan people, because you hear Pan-American, Pan-African, pandemic. You see what I'm saying? We all know who Pan is, right? That Greek deity who likes to, play tricks, and the singer of music and poetry or something like that, right? Now, you have, what do you call it? Rastafari. You see what I'm saying? Those people are the Ainu people who were brought out of here. The Ainu were also known as the Hebrew. You see where I'm coming from? They were in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So World War II or World War I was a family feud between the royals. World War II was a family that got together. The Queen's brother, who was Klaus Felix von Habsburg of the German, Third Reich, who was the royal family of the Germans, got together and decided that they were going to take out the so-called black community of Europe, the rest of the Moors, okay, the rest of all the dark-skinned people of Europe. The Russians, they did that to the black Russians. Okay, Mussolini, where was the most people? It was Italy, Germany, and Russia. And all three, Hitler, Stalin, and Mussolini, basically massacred and wiped out majority of the Hebrews, Moors, and Jews. And what you see on TV was the sympathizers to those places. And if you read, Farrakhan book, The Secret Relationship Between Negroes and Jews, you'll see that basically all of those people came over with Christopher Columbus. And ever since then, they've been running shit everywhere. And now we have Bill Gates, the biggest nerd on the planet, has patent number 060606. He wants to be the devil, okay? And wants to inject every single person, contact tracing everyone. That you'll find that in House Resolution 6666. That's contact tracing everyone. That means that they want to inject you with their nanotechnology, which was actually stolen from Hitachi, which is called nanodust. Mr. Bill Gates did another thieving, because guess what? Hitachi doesn't do business here. They do business over there in Korea. So guess what? If that idea is over there in Korea, I can come over here and patent it and make it seem like it's mine. Because we know he stole Microsoft, that idea. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can hide. And guess what? Nobody's above the law. That's what everybody should realize. It's not what do you call it? A clique or what do you call that when you're in high school? Like what do you call that? Like a popularity contest. This is people's lives you're dealing with, okay? And the thing is, we're now awoke. We're now some of us, okay.
He put a lot of them back to sleep, man. Some people hear this, man. That's all, man. I'm not thinking about that.
Well, you know what? You cannot think about that, but guess what? The mark of the beast is real. Because the king of the Netherlands is William Alexander, who was raised in Argentina. And guess what? He believes he's the king of here. He is now the king of England, Ireland, and Scotland. How is that possible? He's the king of England, Ireland, and Scotland. Well, he basically belongs to the House of Orange, and the House of Orange is now Portugal, because Portugal actually means orange, and he is of that house under the Treaty of Tortoise Island, or Tortoise Isles, or Turtle Island, or Tordesillas. Now, the reason why they say Tordesillas is because the king at the time was an inbred, and his jaw was so big he couldn't even pronounce the word. And nobody, if you ever notice, a lot of Spanish people speak with lisp because they think it's cool. But you can actually see that. Let's see, Holy Week in Spain, which is in April and March, you'll see, KKK. Everybody wearing hoods, and it's the Catholic Church. Isn't that a shame? So yeah, Hebrews were here. They don't want to tell you most of the stories actually happened here, because over there is not Israel, is not Jerusalem. Because according to the treaties that I have, after the conquering of the Aztec and the Incas, their title included Jerusalem. So yeah, Jesus didn't die 2,000 years ago. He died in the 1500s. Because the letter J just started 400 years ago. So yeah, if you know, that's just a little bit of knowledge that I got bubbling in my head. But there's stuff going on right now. Those vaccines, I'm sorry, but you gotta read meningitis PC or PCR or PRC testing on the CDC. Meningitis, it's under the meningitis. Okay. The what do you call it? The so-called liquid that they're injecting you with.
Terrence, what you got? You know, we can't talk that. They're gonna flag us. We still talking to facts. What you got, Terrence? Oh, you can't. I can't hear you. You said you can't hear me?
I can't. Like the volume is low or something. I looked at the phone.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Can't hear nothing.
Yeah. But I can hear you loud and clear. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down on some noise. Once again, I'm gonna.
I really can't mess with it. You know what I'm doing, man? I'm rolling.
Yeah, all right.
Trying to make it to the domicile.
All right.
Man, you know, I guess that was a nice little history lesson that the guy gave. I was wondering what he could do with all that knowledge he was spewing out.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. Go ahead.
This phone. Man, the phone is the volume is so low I can't even hear you.
Yeah. So once again, I'm gonna actually invite everyone to go ahead and come out to the webinar this weekend, this Saturday and Sunday from 12 noon to 6 p.m. on both days. And some of the things that the brother was talking about, that I wanted to land me back on before I leave was that Wick. He referred to it as the Dutch West Indian Company, but I know it was also referred to as Wick, right? Which is the so-called Dutch West Indian company that was actually established around 1621, and then they reestablished it again in 1675, and they traded in the Gold Coast, which at that particular time was known as Ghana, which is actually in West Africa. And who was in West Africa? You guessed it, Yasha Allah. And so then also in the Netherlands, that was the area around New York and North America. And when I say the Netherlands, I'm talking about what they call the New Netherlands. Back then, New York was known as the New Netherlands, in North America, and also in the Caribbean, including Guyana. Now, this Dutch West Indian Company, also known as Wick, was heavy. They were heavy in the slave trade. It was heavy in the slave trade. It was extensively involved in the slave trade. Now, from about 1675, it was run from the Netherlands by 10 directors and 50 governors. And they divided into 5 different chambers based in the different regions of the Netherlands. And so the most important was the Amsterdam chamber. But it was actually the Zeeland chamber based in the Middelburg, which had the greatest influence on Guyana. Now, this Dutch West Indian Company, also again known as Wick, they were ruthless. They were ruthless in the slave trade. And so a lot of this history, they don't want you to actually really become familiar with. They don't want you to know about. And as the brother was pointed out, there's a lot of history on Christopher Columbus that's never exposed to the general public. But in 1732, this Wick, a new charter was actually granted. And under this charter, the governor actually appointed by Wick, this Dutch West Indian Company, and the number of plantations literally expanded. It literally expanded. And then there was a foreign settlement. It was essentially forbidden, and all produce had to be shipped to the Netherlands in a Dutch vessel. And so there was a slave rising in 1763, and then the colony's white population fell from 286 to 116. They don't tell you that, but the slaves killed them. And then the number of slaves from 4,251 to about 2,464. There was a man by the name of Abraham Jacob, who was governing from about 1789, I think it was, to about 1806, under both the Dutch and under the British control of the colony. And so he opened the colony up to outsiders by granting land along with the coast for cotton plantations. And in America now, you can still see some of these cotton plantations. You can still see some of them. You see them coming right back up. Back then they was using people, now they use cotton gins. But the Dutch West Indian Company, WIC, was a very wicked company, and it was very heavy in the slave trade. So with that, family, I'm gonna again, if you are interested in attending a webinar on this, was essentially about attracting wealth and prosperity. That's what the webinar is going to be like this Saturday and Sunday, attracting wealth and prosperity. Hashtag Tazadaq Creditor Moves Commercial Warfare webinar. Click the link under the video, or you could click the link in the room to register now. With that, I'm going to say shalom, and everyone be safe, man. Get your minds right.